So let's start with a quick review, standing and breathing. So feet about shoulder width apart and straight and parallel. Nice full contact with the ground. So the feet have a nice full flat contact. So you're not favoring any particular part of the foot. Nice full contact. The only thing about that is nice full contact except for the arch of the foot. We don't want to roll in onto the arch, which most people do that. Rolling in on the arch pinches the knees in, which is not good alignment. It's not good for the knees or the hips or the ankles. So nice full contact with the bottoms of the feet except for the arches. Knees are slightly bent, just unlocked. Consciously releasing the abdomen. The tailbone points right towards the ground. Now, sometimes people might think that means they end up pointing this way, or it's not a pelvic tilt. So now I'm slanting a little bit forward with the pelvis. So that's not what we want. We want the tailbone pointing straight down. It's as if you're just about to sit onto a bar stool. You just bend your knees a couple inches, drop your butt down a couple inches straight down. That has the effect of straightening your lower back and opening up the lower vertebrae, which is exactly what we want. So it's like you drop down, you're about to sit on a bar stool, and that elongates and flattens the lower back. Now, the reason people don't want to do this is because it makes the thighs work, makes the legs work. But that's what we want to build up, the strength of our platform, the strength of our base. Everybody's locking their knees, and therefore it locks everything else up. And they're not really standing with their legs. They're standing with this, they're like a plank. Everything's locked up. So the tailbone points towards the ground. Again, belly released. Sitting shoulders, so feel the weight of your arms and hands pulling your shoulders straight down. And the string at the top of the head towards the back. So you may have heard me say before, it's towards the back of the crown of the head, not in the middle, because that tends to pick people's chin up, and that means you're kinking the vertebrae of the neck. Just what we created with the lower back, long and open, we want exactly the same in the neck. We want it long and open. Everybody's doing the opposite. It's from all the computer work and sitting at a desk, driving, and that compresses the vertebrae and wears out the vertebrae. We want string pulling up from the back of the head, top back of the head. That opens up the spine eventually. Eventually, the entire spine opens and releases. Literally, the space between the vertebrae increases over time. So the quick way we say it, or kind of put it all together, is we're hanging out like the Halloween skeleton dangling from the elastic, creates all those things. But we need the strength in the legs to allow that to happen. And so we're always building that strength through Tai Chi. And then we hang out and we breathe into our center. It's simply abdominal breathing. Breathing in, the belly expands. Breathing out, the belly empties. Consciously releasing tension on the out-breath. And let the arms hang again with gravity. As we hang out and breathe into the belly, flow your hands forward as if floating up in water and letting the hard elbow points lead the arms back down through the water. So this is one of our simplest and most favorite warm-up moves. Of course, it's the first part of the first move in the set itself. And the set is called Commencement. And I want to flow forward, not up. That raises the shoulders, simply flowing forward, elbows lead on the way down. So notice how my hands and arms go out in front of me. Not really trying to pull them up, just out in front. Breathing comfortably the whole time. Okay, let's go a little wider with our feet. And now instead of parallel, slightly out to the corners. And therefore the knees are as well. We want to shift the weight and turn the hips. Shift the weight and turn the hips. We want to make sure we're not leaning at all. We don't want the heel to come off the ground because we'll definitely be leaning then. We're still hanging from the string the whole time. Shift the weight and turn the hips. And the arm goes slightly across the body, in front. Other arm goes slightly behind the hip. Still hanging from the string. Shoulders still sitting. Equal movement in both arms. Equal awareness through both arms. Releasing the abdomen, breathing into the abdomen. And the little pet name we have for this warm-up is serving tea. A couple of the ideas, principles that we're always talking about in Tai Chi that are consistent throughout Tai Chi. Elbows are always pointing towards the ground. A nice little saying in Tai Chi is you have invisible weights hanging from the elbows. That's to keep them down. So I don't want this. I don't want the elbow flaring up. That tends to create tension up here and raises the shoulder. So elbows are pointing towards the ground. Little weights hanging from the elbows. Knees are always bent. Make sure that knee is over the foot, not inside the foot. Hang out and breathe. And then a little bit of Tai Chi squats. Arms flow up in front of the shoulders. Then they rotate palm down over the knees. And we sink down into just a little bit of a squat, pushing the feet into the ground to come up. Turn sideways here so you can see that when I come up, my elbows and arms are pushed forward. Again, I'm not worried about up. I'm going forward. Up will happen by itself. So push the feet into the ground. That sends the body up and the arms out in front. Hands rotate down over the knees. Push into the ground. Hands and elbows are pushed out in front of the shoulders. Breathing into the belly. Slow and smooth. And we don't want to come up to the top and stop. We don't want to lock the knees here. So just before the knees are locked, we're already on the way down. So it's smooth and continuous, no stopping points. It's important you're breathing well because Tai Chi, especially in this move here, you're working the body far more deeply than what you think. The slow, controlled movement is actually much deeper work. Tissues are being worked very deeply, so we need to make sure we're breathing well. And then coming up, staying up, letting the hands turn over and drift down. Breathe into the belly, inch your feet in. Maybe just pick up your legs, feel your knees, feel your body. Okay. Any questions thus far about what we've done or Tai Chi in general or specifically?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, great. I can hear you good too. How's the volume level? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, okay.
Great. So let's take it from the beginning. And let's just do, just as a quick review, just the footwork, maybe just once or twice because you've all been through this at least one class. So hang out, feet parallel, shoulder width, knees unlocked. Again, not doing the arms. A little bit of a shift left. Make sure you're not leaning. And make sure the knee is bent so you're not standing on a straight knee. Turn on the right heel till you're facing the side wall. Shift the weight forward. Pick up the back heel. Turn on the ball of the left foot. Flatten at 45 degrees. The whole time your weight stays slightly forward. Let's just do that one more time and see if we're okay with that. So back to shoulder width and parallel. Shift left a little bit so you can turn easily on the right heel. Shift forward, correct the back foot. Are we okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So the arms, the first part will simply be this movement here. So let's do the arms for that full move. Okay, be parallel, hang out, breathe. Arms slope forward, shoulder height, shoulder width. Elbows lead on the way down. Make sure your knees are bent a little bit as you shift a little left. So you turn on the right heel. The right hand, right foot kind of do the same thing. They do a wave. Left hand is just in front of the left hip. Correct the back foot. Hang out and breathe. So that entire move is the first move, commencement. Let's do that one more time. Hang out. Flowing forward. Drifting down. Make sure the knees are unlocked. Shifting left. Turn on the right heel. Right hand waves. Left hand is palm down in front of the left hip. Okay. Any questions in there?
No.
Okay. So let's go through that move again, right into the next move. Here we go, flowing forward. Drifting down. Knees unlocked as you shift left to turn right. Shift forward, correct the back foot. Slowly stand into the right leg, turning the bottom hand palm up, touching down on the ball left foot. Little pet name for that intermediary move is stand and hold the ball. So that's left hand low. Hold the ball as you step with the left heel towards the corner. Shift the weight forward. And the basic coding, if you remember, the leg that's forward almost always is the arm that's up or in front. In this case, the palm happens to be towards you, facing you. Let's just come back here to the end of that first move. Stand, hold the ball, touch down. Hold the ball as you step with the heel, shift the weight, still hanging from the string. In other words, you're nice and straight. Let's do that one more time, just coming back here to from the end of commencement. Stand, hold the ball. It just means the bottom hand turns palm up. Hold the ball as you step with the heel. Shift the weight. Left hand's high. Moving on to the next move, stand and hold the ball. We shift the weight into the left leg to stand in the left leg. Turn the bottom hand palm up. Touch down for balance. So right hand is low. Hold the ball as you step with the right heel. Shift the weight forward. Palms facing, not touching. Shift the weight back. Left arm comes back with you. Shift the weight forward. Go right back where you were with the hands, but this time the hands touch. Chase the pulse. Shift the weight back. Hands part. Forward for the push. So that's 3 weight shifts. Let's just work this little part again. So palms facing, not touching. Shifting back, left arm comes back with you. Shifting forward, this time they touch. Arms part. Forward and push. One more time, let's review that. So again, the coding, right leg is forward. So it's my right hand that's in front. Shifting back, left arm comes back with me. Shifting forward, touch the wrist. Shifting back, arms part, forward and push. Breathing the whole time. Let's take it from the very beginning to the end of that move, which happens to be the 3rd move. Right from the very beginning. So feet parallel, shoulder width. Hang out, breathe into the belly. Softly gazing forward. Arms flow forward. Elbows drift down. Shifting left to turn right. Correct the back foot. Stand, hold the ball. Touch down lightly for balance. Step with the left heel into the corner. So this is left, grasp bird's tail. Stand into the left leg. Stand, hold the ball. Touch down lightly. Step with the right heel. Palms facing, not touching. Left arm comes back with you. This time touching. Arms part. Forward and push. Just pause for a moment there. Maybe check out your legs. Breathe. Any questions in there at all?
Could you do that last
You?
time? Yeah, just the hand touching away, hand touching away.
So let me do that a couple times, maybe a couple different directions as well.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is from the second move, or left grasp bird's tail. Rolling into grasp bird's tail. First time forward is palms facing, not touching. Left arm comes back with me. Go forward, this time I touch. Arms part. Push. Let me do that coming towards the camera. So first time I come forward, palms facing, but not touching. Left arm comes back with me. And the right hand turns away. Come forward, right where they were, but this time they touch. Parting. The push. Now if I turn where I'm facing the same direction as you, but maybe you can see, I'll angle a little bit. Shifting forward, the palms face, but not touching. Coming back, left arm comes back with me. Forward, right back where they were, but this time they touch. Coming back. Push. So let's do that again. So going forward for the first time, palms facing, not touching. Left arm comes back with you. Breathe. This time they touch. Arms part. Forward and push. Any questions in there? Anything specific?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Okay. So let's take it from the end of that move into single whip. Remember that weird shape?
Yeah.
Okay. So we were here. Shifting back to turn on the right heel, turning the right foot as far as comfortable. Make sure your left knee is bent. Shifting back, the hands drop down a little bit towards the lap. Touch down on the ball of the left foot. And if your right toes aren't to the corner, turn on your right heel to get your right toes to the corner. And then in that teapot spout shape. So shoulder down, don't raise the shoulder. Elbows pointing down, fingertips pointing down. The back of your left fingertips are on your bicep. You take a step on the left heel. As you shift the weight forward, left arm goes forward. Right arm just goes with your body, doesn't go anywhere. Okay, take a few times to get a sense of that. So let's come back here again at the end of grass bird's tail. Shifting back, turning, the arms just stay in front of the body. Now when I shift the weight back to the right leg, the hands do slide down a little bit, not all the way to the feet, not all the way to the thighs, but towards the body. Touch down, turn on the right heel, get the foot to the corner. Arms are going to that teapot spout. Take a full step on the left heel, shift the weight forward. Okay, let's do that again. Shifting back, turning, shifting back to the right leg, touch down, get your right toes to the corner, arms swoop up to the right, step on the left heel. Let me know if you want me to do that facing a different direction, starting from a different angle. Were you able to see that okay or get a sense of it?
Yeah. I'm good.
Okay. Let's take it from left grass bird's tail into grass bird's tail, a sequence of 3 shapes, into single whip, into the next move. So a little bit of extra practice there, those last couple moves. So left leg, left foot into the corner. So this is right after commencement. So stand into the left leg, touch down with the right ball of the foot. Right hand just turns palm up. Right hand is low, so stand, hold the ball. Step with the right heel, shifting the weight forward the first time, palm facing, not touching. Shifting back. Arm goes back with you. This time when you go forward, they touch. So that's grass bird's tail. Now we go into single whip, shifting back, turning on the right heel, shifting back to the right leg, hands slide down a little bit, touch down with the left foot for balance, turn on the right heel, get to the corner, arms swoop up, step with the left heel, shifting forward. Now drop the arms just once or twice. We'll do the footwork or raise hands and step up. We shift the weight back, turn the left foot to the corner, shift the weight to stand into the left leg, touch down lightly on the right heel. It's about a half a step or a short step. But touching down the heel, toes are up. All the weight's on the left leg. Let's do that one more time. So we're here at the end of single whip, left leg forward, drop the arms. Since the weight is forward, we shift the weight back. Turn on the left heel, get the toes to the corner. Shift the weight to slowly stand into the left leg. Touch down lightly on the right heel. All the weight's on the back leg, the left leg. Now let's put the arms into that. So here at the end of single whip, arms just come along for the ride as we shift the weight back, turn on the left heel to the corner, shift the weight back to slowly stand into the left leg, and the arms haven't changed. Once you touch down lightly on the heel, that's when the right hand opens and the hands go into a play the harp position, where they're in front of your center line, fingertips pointing upward a little bit. It's like playing the harp. And that only happens once you touch down with the right heel. So let's do that a couple times. Weights forward. So we shift the weight back, turn to the corner, shift the stand. Arms just have moved with the body. They haven't gone anywhere. Now we're facing the front wall. Touch down the heel. Right hand is high because right leg is forward. So that coding applies here. So a couple more times. At the end of single whip, shifting back, turning left foot to the corner, shifting to slowly stand, touch down lightly on the heel. It's like you're playing the harp. Let's drop the arms for now. You keep the weight on the left leg, back leg, as we turn the toes and the nose. Toes and the nose turn to face the front left corner. And then we step with our toes are still up on the right heel. We step with the right foot, a full step towards the front wall, keeping the toes to the corner. So our feet are parallel. Shift the weight a little bit into the right leg. Make sure the right knee is over the right foot for good support. So that's a new position for the feet. It's a new step. 45 degrees doesn't apply because it's a parallel step. Feet are parallel. So that's the first time we've come to that. This move itself, which goes into Stork spreads wings, happens several times in the set. So it's a new move right now, but it's one of the standard moves throughout the set. Let's take it from the end of single whip again. Shifting back, left foot to the corner, shifting to the left leg to stand. Touch down lightly on the right heel, right hand opens, it's like you're playing the harp. Now drop the arms, the weight stays in the back leg, left leg. We're facing the front wall right now. We turn to face the corner, our nose and our toes. So our whole body turns to the corner, not twists, just a little turn. Make sure the left knee is bent. Now we're kind of half a step right now on the heel. We step with the heel, a full step towards the front wall, not into the corner in the direction that's pointing, but towards the front wall, and the toes stay to the corner. That's why our feet are parallel. Then we shift all the weight to the right leg, peel off the left toe, touch down on the ball left toe, facing the side wall now. Make sure your right knee stays bent, standing in it. Let's come back here to what's called raise hands and step up and do that footwork again. So we're standing into the left leg, the back leg, touching down lightly on the right heel. So just the footwork. We're facing the front wall, turn to the corner, front corner. Full step now on the right heel towards the front wall, and see if your feet are parallel, both pointing towards the corner. And we shift the weight a little bit into the right leg. Right knee over right foot for good support. And slowly shift all the weight into the right leg to stand in the right leg. Touch down lightly with the left foot facing the sidewall. Maybe one more time with that footwork. Okay, so we're here in this position here, standing into the left leg, right foot touching down lightly on the heel. Drop the arms, turn nose and toes to the corner, full step towards the wall, shift the weight into the right leg. Eventually continue shifting the weight to stand in the right leg, touch down with the left ball of the foot facing the side wall. Let's put the arms into that. And this is Stork spreads wings or Stork cools wings. So here in that play the heart position, standing into the left leg, touching down lightly on the right heel. As we turn the nose and toes to the corner, the right hand drops underneath. Turn and hold the ball. Let's just do that a couple times. In that play the heart, I turn and drop the right hand. So a little pet name for that is turn and hold the ball. Instead of stand and hold the ball, we simply call this turn and hold the ball. Right hand low. Hold the ball as you take that full step to the front wall with the right heel. As you shift the weight to the right leg, it's like you're pushing to the front wall. You're pushing to the front wall with your left palm and the back of your right forearm. And I mentioned, with Jackie, I'm not sure about Alina, but that's a potential push. Bang. Okay. Touch down with the ball of the left foot. Right hand goes high, left hand goes low for Stork spreads wings. Facing the sidewall, standing into the right leg. So right hand is palm up, left hand is palm down. It's a bit of a tricky move at first, but like I said, once you have a sense of it, we do it several times in the set. Okay, so let's take it from that play the heart position again. Standing into the left leg, back leg, touching down lightly on the right heel. Right hand's high. Turn and hold the ball. So right hand drops down to hold the ball. Full step towards the wall on the right heel. Slowly shift the weight to the right leg, pushing your left palm and your right arm to the front wall. Touch down lightly, stay in your right leg as you face the side wall. Stork spreads wings, right hand high. Breathe. A couple more times. Okay, so from here, like you're playing the heart, standing on the left leg, touching down on the right heel in front. Turn and hold the ball, right hand drops, step with the right heel towards the front wall, shift the weight into the right leg, feet are parallel, touch down lightly with the left foot, face the side wall, make sure your right knee is bent as you stand into it. Let's do that once more. Okay, from here, turn and hold the ball, full step, shift the weight, push to the front wall, touch down, keep in the right leg. Okay, any questions about that? Stork spreads wings, footwork, arms. Again, you're not expected to know it and be able to do it on your own, but if there's something about it that you'd like to know?
Can we take it all the way from the single whip?
Yes. Okay. From the beginning of single whip?
Sure.
Okay, so the end of grassbird's tail. So our right leg is forward. We're facing the side wall. We just finished that push. Shifting back, turning on the right heel. So all the way to the left leg. Shifting back to the right leg, hand slide down a little bit. Left foot over, touching down lightly. Turning on the right heel, get the right foot to the corner, arms swoop up, teapot spout. Full step on the heel. Shifting back, left toes to the corner. shifting to stand into the left leg. Arms just stay out there in front of the body until you touch down lightly with the right heel and the right hand opens like you're playing the harp. Now Stork spreads wings. Turn and hold the ball. The weight stays in the left leg. Now we step with the right heel towards the front wall. Shift the weight to the right leg and push to the wall with your left palm and the back of your right arm. Touch down lightly the left foot on the ball. Stay in your right leg. So Jackie, that was a really good piece to choose. That's a really good chunk to work on. Let's do that a few more times. I would like to say though, good news is, that's kind of a complicated move, that last move. That's kind of a lot of moves going on. That's the end of different individual moves. From here on in is a sequence of 2 or 3 moves repeating themselves over and over and over again. And that takes us to almost to the very end of the mini set. Even better news is one of those moves in there that repeats itself over and over again, you already know. It's this shape. That's going to happen 2 more times. And another move is going to repeat itself like five more times at least. And that's almost at the end of the mini set. So we're kind of over the hump of the hardest part where Tai Chi is so foreign and strange and new. What are these moves about? What is my body doing? What shape is this? So the first few moves are different from each other. And after this, the moves start to repeat over and over again. So let's take that little section again from the end of grass bird's tail into single whip. Shifting back, turning all the way to the left leg. Shift back to the right leg. Touch down, turn on the right heel, get the right toes to the corner. Arms swoop up to the right. Step with the left heel, so this is single whip. Shift the weight back to your right leg so you can turn your left toes to the corner by turning on the left heel. Slowly shift to stand in the left leg. Touch down lightly with the right heel. That's like playing the harp. Turn and hold the ball. Keep your weight in the back leg as you turn on the right heel. Toes towards the corner. Step towards the wall, so your feet are parallel. As you shift your weight to the right leg and push to the wall. Touch down, keep your weight in your right leg, facing the side wall. The stork spreads wings.
Can you do that facing, like when you do that move, I can't quite see exactly where your hands are because they're the other
So
way.
yeah, let me try,
Sorry.
let's try this way first.
Yes, thank you.
So single whip. Touching down on the heel.
Okay.
Turn and hold the ball. Step to the front wall, keeping my feet parallel. And push to the wall. Touch down. You want to see that same angle again?
Yes.
Okay, so here. Can you see my feet?
Yes.
Left foot to the corner, slowly stand into the left leg, touch down with the right heel very lightly. It's like playing the harp here. Turn and hold the ball, keeping your weight in the back leg, left leg. Hold the ball as you step with the right heel. Shift the weight, push to the front wall, touch down lightly with the left foot, stand into the right leg as you face the side wall. So let's do,
Can you go over the hold the ball part? I keep putting the wrong arm up.
I think I do. the same.
okay. Shift the weight and turn. Shift the weight back, hand slide down. Press down, arms go out. So I went into single whip here actually. So keep on going. Go into raise hands and step up, which is like playing the harp. So I turn the left toes to the corner, slowly stand into the left leg. Once I touch down on the heel, it's like to play the harp. Now, turn and hold the ball. So I keep the weight in the back leg, left leg, as I turn the nose and toes to the corner. Let's just do that action a couple times.
Okay, so the right hand's already high.
The top hand goes underneath. That's
The
right.
top hand goes underneath.
Yes.
Okay.
Top hand comes down.
Okay.
So right hand comes down. Little pet name for that is turn and hold the ball. So the right hand's underneath holding the ball. Then you take a step, full step on the right heel. Shift the weight and push towards the wall. So that's the left palm towards the wall and the back of your right hand towards the wall. Touch down lightly on the ball of left foot. So you're standing into the right leg. So let's do that again from the end of single whip. Shifting back, turning left foot to the corner, shifting to stand into the left leg, touch down lightly on the right heel. So you're playing the harp now. Turn and hold the ball. So the right hand drops down.